is How Do You Sell? It asks a simple question. Why do we buy what we buy? Each week we're going to look at the tactics advertisers use to persuade us to buy one brand over another. Tonight our special subject is underwear.
And now, for the proof. Would all the men in the audience stand up?
I can't. Wow. I should be so lucky. Subtle. That's what that ad was, very subtle. Did we like that?
No, I didn't notice her underwear, did you?
Well, that was in a cinema ad for UK lingerie outfitters Agent Provocateur. Not all underwear spots are so obvious. There are other strategies used to influence us. Check out this recent effort for hole-proof nothings.
We've been right all along. Models do know nothing. Hole-proof nothing. New no-show laser cut briefs.
OK, laser cut, Russell. How is that meant to impress us? What was wrong with the old-fashioned method of, you know, stitching by hand by kids in sweatshops?
Quite seriously, what you do when you're making underwear advertising is you have to have some sort of emotional story, some sort of, maybe it's a comfort story, or in this case it's a no panty line story, and then you have to have an innovation technology story. Right. So what they've used the wonderful word laser, because laser means precision, and of course you're going to have to be precise in order to ensure that you've got no panty line showing.
Right. So,
how's that?
Yeah, OK, that sounds good. I think that's complete bullshit.
Maybe.
Daryl, is the problem here that there's not really much to say about underwear?
Yeah, I mean, they are kind of dull, they're cheap to make, and all they do is really keep your bits warm.
They've moved from being totally utilitarian to being fashion. And whether we like it or not, our underwear says so much about us. And I had my own personal experience. Training at the gym, a man comes up to me and asks me out on a date. And I said to him, you know, I'm flattered, but I'm not gay. No, thank you. And I said, what made you think that I was gay? And he said, because you always wear Calvin Kleins.
That ad is about comfort. Because it depends on how you view it. You view it as no panty line. Yes, that message is coming across. But the message that comes across strongly to me is nothings. Feels like you're wearing nothing. That's exactly what you want from underwear. You don't want to know they're there. You don't want to think about them.
Although you do want to actually have them on, because Britney Spears thought she was wearing underwear.
I've been doing a bit of research, Will, and Marks and Spencer's, they say that within every woman, there used to be, a woman would be mother, daughter, wife, and that was it. That's what you would market to. They now have attributed 23 different mood types to every single woman. Right. So what they'll do
Britney
is...
Spears has all those 23.
Exactly, yeah. So what they now do is they now segment underwear according to mood types. So you'll have your fiery underwear for when you're in a fiery mood, and you'll have your feisty underwear for when you're in a feisty mood, and they will sell the brand according to different mood types.
Men are so simple. We have everyday underwear and good underwear. That's it.
Just in case.
Yeah.
Well, men and women are different when it comes to underwear ads, so let's divide the underwear ads into those for boys and those for girls. The golden rule of selling to women appears to be girls just want to have fun. Like the inside of Sam Newman's mind. Jane, it's clear that ads for women's knickers have to be sexy, but not sexual. How do you know when you've crossed that line?
It's pretty easy. Sexy is about when we are feeling good, women are feeling good. Sexual is when the blokes are feeling good looking at us. Right. Hence, the Kylie ad is sexual, whereas that ad is sexy.
Well, Daryl, I want to know, though, do you think that ad that we just saw, was that sexy or sexual for you?
Oh, look, because and Todd's quite right, it does actually play two different ways. Because there is this whole thinking of girls just want to have fun, but there's also the thinking which is girls just want to have fun with guys. So, you know, it's actually quite a fine balance, and they're both actually empowering to women. There's no problem there.
The images may be seductive, but most often what's being sold is sensible, comfy undies, as Jane said. In 1989, a new line was introduced to the Australian marketplace, plain and cotton and pretty unremarkable. Copywriter Mara Maric decided the product wasn't that exciting, so her ad should manufacture something funny, controversial and, yes, sexy to say.
SegB1 Rex.
The echidna, by the way, was originally called Ralph, but Mara's boss changed it to Rex. She still reckons Ralph would have been funnier. Now, Todd, this is a much-loved Australian ad. You know, why do you think it works?
It was one of the first underwear advertising with women that showed them in a confident, non-vulnerable way. She's just sitting there and she's saying, go, and it's a fantastic line, SegB1 Rex. So, yeah, I think it's a fantastic piece of
When
work.
you need a bit of confidence in your life, Jane...
I'm always after ants.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, come get me, boys. My feeling about that ad, I quite like it. It's quite clever and it's nicely done. But it's really about name registration. Ants Pants. That's why the ants are there. You never forget the name. That's really what it's about. And I think that the subtext, if I can use such a wanky term, is in fact honeypots, isn't it?
See, I just think crabs.
You think crabs? And hence the difference between Daryl and Jane.